If Denzel Ward is out there, Denzel Ward can bring a different type of dynamic to what the Cleveland Browns want to do. And Denzel Ward is, to me, sometimes he's frustrating for me to watch. And the reason I'm saying he's sometimes frustrating for me to watch is because Denzel Ward has the highest skill set that could take the Browns to another level. He's a number 4 overall pick. When he came out of Ohio State, ball skills was crazy. I remember it was a game he was playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the first games. I think we tied that game with Pittsburgh. 2 interceptions on Big Ben in the rain, jump routes. He was jumping routes in zone coverage. Denzel Ward has the ability to be elite. He has the ability to be like, yo, I got this dude. Don't throw him the football. You see what kind of playmaker he is when it comes to how he jumped that route a couple of years ago at Cincinnati, took it back to the house, changed the whole complexion of the game. Denzel Ward, when he is playing at the top of his game, makes the Cleveland Browns a totally different team. Because now we talk about having Myles Garrett, who's the best, pass rusher in the game. But then you take on top of that, think about this. You now have an opportunity to have a guy like Denzel Ward, who's over there locking it down. And now you say you got a top 5 corner. Now you could do some things. Now you can unleash some blitzes. And now you can say, all right, you got 2.5 seconds to throw the football. If you ain't got the ball thrown out at that point in time, you're in trouble. Because either the sack is going to get, the pressure's going to get home, or you're going to be throwing the ball off target because the pressure's going to get there, and Denzel is locking his guy up in the back end. And I think Greg Newsome didn't understand like a lot. He fancied himself as a guy who wants to be on the outside. He said, I want to be on the outside. That's where all the money is. That's also where all the smoke is. Hey, some jobs, bro, like you ever see The Biggest Catch, right? I'll be watching the ice truckers of The Biggest Catch. Look, when you dealing with that, I ain't got no problem if they want to make more money than G. Bush. You outside in the cold weather in somewhere by Antarctica looking for like some salmon, and you doing that 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, ain't seen your family in 64 years. Hey, by all means, get all the bag. You want the bags? G. Bush don't want that. I'll take my little couple hours on UCSS. I'll be fine. That's all I want. Do a couple blogs. However, sometimes when the smoke is out there, that's where you get the money. And Denzel Ward is going to have Jamar Chase. When you got, and that's a big target on your back. When you got a Jamar Chase out there, now all of a sudden, you could kick down a notch. I'd rather take Tyler Boyd. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with my feet up with Greg Newsome on Tyler Boyd. Take it all day. I like Martin MJ Emerson over there on T. Higgins. Physical on physical. Let's go ahead and lock it up. And this is the thing about the Cleveland Browns is versatility. A lot of times they don't want to be talking about this a lot. They don't preach the versatility. Matter of fact, hit that like button. I can't even see it right now. Hit the like button for your boy. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody who's in here too as well. Make sure you put your comments in. We'll go back and I'll try to comment on the UCSS page as well. Make sure you guys go do that. Next week, we're going to get that taken care of. But the Browns have the ability to field 3 corners that are going to be able to play man-to-man coverage, which is their strong suit. Last year, when you had Joe Woods, it didn't have all that. You didn't have the ability to come out there and do that because he was trying to play zone. He's trying to play zone and guys are getting confused. No, there's a thing to be said for just get out there and play fast. When I was playing in college, we had a defense that was a bend but don't break defense, stay in your gap defense, let the linebackers make a play defense. And what you try to do in those defenses, your mentality is, hey, let's work the ball up the field. Let's let Joe Burrow and those guys work the ball up the field. Sooner or later, if you keep making them take enough snaps, something's going to happen. Up, false start. Now you're behind the chains. It was 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 15. Now it's like, okay, well, now we got them behind the sticks. So now we can maybe do a little something where we may bring some pressure. But the goal is to make them take enough snaps where they'll have different inflictions or self-inflicting wounds that'll hurt themselves, that'll make them kick field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. For me, I hated that defense. And the reason why I hate that defense is because you look at it, your defense is on the field all those plays. And it's impossible when you got great quarterbacks the way it is in the NFL to consistently think that you're going to let guys matriculate down the field and they're not going to make plays. No, you're not going to keep them to 3. So instead of you give them 3 field goals up, you give up 1 field goal and 2 touchdowns, and you still haven't accomplished anything. When you got a guy like Jim Schwartz, one of the things you're going to be able to do is now it's attack. Listen, we may give up something, but I'd rather give up something in attacking than letting them rest the whole game. Because if I attack you, I have an opportunity to make you miss the football. I got an opportunity to make you give up some stuff. And I'm going to be able to give the ball back to my offense because I'm going to be able to cause turnovers. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be able to give my offense more possessions. So that's what I want to look at. And the Browns have a great opportunity to do that, especially when you see what they have at corner, especially with Newsome, especially with Ward, and especially with MJ Emerson. Now, here's the thing I'm a little scared about while we're talking about the secondary. A little scared about this. I haven't seen Grant Delpit. Throw something in there. Now, I'm not scared. I ain't scared. I just gave you a monologue that said I'm not, we ain't scared of nobody. We good. But Grant Delpit, I haven't seen you, bro. And I know you had a good year. I'm expecting a great year from you this year. Here's where we play a little game in the chat. If you wanted to see a little more Grant Delpit in the preseason, put a 1 in there. Throw a 1 in the chat. Because if you don't, you think Grant Delpit going to come out here and be A-OK, tackling going to be suited up, ready to go. He going to match the intensity with Juan Thornhill. Let me throw that too. So if you think you wanted to see more of Grant Delpit, throw a 1. If you content and say he's gonna be all right, throw a 2 in there. The only reason I say that is this: I don't want no problems with these ones looking around talking about which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Did he go this way? Was it my fault? Was it your fault? We don't know. We have to get communication. We ain't got no time for that. And Jim Schwartz texted me the other day, which he really didn't text me. But Jim Schwartz is not playing with that either. And last year, I'm willing to put it all on John Johnson. He's the one that's not in the building no more. I'm willing to put all of those. Listen, who did that? You know, when you're a kid, your mom asks you, y'all being bad back there. I can't. Who back there messing up? It was DeAnthony. Why y'all put it on DeAnthony all the time? Why can't it be Brian? It was DeAnthony. He was playing around and the vase fell and I was scared. Oh, man.